Let's begin.
Well, hi, I'm Lorelei, and welcome back to Shivers and Roses, a space where we read and enjoy all literature dark and macabre. Thank you for joining me, and I'm glad to have your company. Edgar Allan Poe was a brilliant and influential American writer who is best known for his romantically macabre and gothic works of poetry and short stories. Poe is considered to have contributed to the invention of the detective fiction genre, and is credited with contributing to the emergence of science fiction. Poe's life was not an easy one. His father abandoned the family when he was a baby. His mother died when Edgar was just 2. This left he and his siblings separated, and Edgar being taken care of by a couple named John and Frances Allan from Richmond, Virginia. Even though his adoptive parents were wealthy and he was well taken care of, his life was cold and wasn't shown much affection. Later in life, he turned to writing and was fascinated with death and the dark side of life and love, and found beauty in it. Poe did not see success for quite a while. He had a difficult time. It wasn't till much later that his later works began to receive attention. Poe spent several years as a literary critic for different journals and developed his own brand of literary criticism. Later, in 1845, he saw instant success with his dark and psychologically thrilling poem, The Raven. Sadly, only 4 years later, in October of 1849, at the age of 40, Edgar Allan Poe passed away from mysterious circumstances. Much speculation has circulated about the cause of his demise, as all relevant medical documents and records of his passing, including his death certificate, have been lost. Many speculations have been cast. To this day, Poe's cause of death remains a mystery. Today, Edgar Allan Poe is widely held in high regard in the literary world. His works have largely contributed to the way we look at Gothic literature and many forms of media such as books, cinema, and television, as well as the stage. Poe's writings have also had major influence on yours truly as well. And with that, I am celebrating Edgar Allan Poe and his beautifully macabre works of literature. I've compiled a small selection of his poems to share and enjoy as we step back into the shadows and take a dive into the dark and mysterious world and mind of Edgar Allan Poe. Let's begin.
Elizabeth, it is in vain you say, love not. Thou sayest it in so sweet a way. In vain those words from thee, or Lel. Xantippes' talents had enforced so well. Ah, if that language from thy heart arise, breathe it less gently forth, and veil thine eyes. Endymion recollect, when Luna tried to cure his love, was cured of all beside his folly and passion, for he died. Ah, broken is the golden bowl, the spirit flown forever. Let the bell toll, a saintly soul glides down the Stygian river. And let the burial rite be read, the funeral song be sung, a dirge for the most lovely dead that ever died so young. And Guy de Vere, hast thou no tear? Weep now or nevermore. See, on yon drear and rigid bier, low lies thy love Lenore. Yon heir whose cheeks of pallid hue with tears are streaming wet, sees only through their crocodile dew a vacant coronet. False friends, ye loved her for her wealth, and hated her for her pride. And when she fell in feeble health, ye blessed her, that she died. How shall the ritual then be read? The requiem how be sung? For her most wronged of all the dead, that ever died so young. Pevecimus, but rave not thus, and let the solemn song go up to God so mournfully that she may feel no wrong. The sweet Lenore hath gone before, with young Hope at her side, and thou art wild for the dear child that should have been thy bride. For her, the fair and debonair, that now so lowly lies, the life still there upon her hair, the death upon her eyes. Avant tonight, my heart is light, no dirge will I upraise, but waft the angel on her flight with a Paean of old days. Let no bell toll, lest her sweet soul amid its hallowed mirth should catch the note as it doth float up from the damned earth. To friends above, from fiends below, the indignant ghost is riven, from grief and moan to a gold throne beside the King of Heaven. In youth's spring it was my lot to haunt of the wide earth a spot, the which I could not love the less. So lovely was the loneliness of a wild lake with black rock bound, and the tall pines that towered around. But when the night had thrown her pall upon that spot, as upon all, in its stilly melody, my infant spirit would awake to the terror was not fright, but a tremulous delight and a feeling undefined, springing from a darkened mind. Death was in that poisoned wave, and in its gulf a fitting grave for him who thence could solace bring to his dark imagining, whose well-drink thought it could even make an Eden of that dim lake. The pulse beats 10 and intermits. God nerve the soul that ne'er forgets. In calm or storm, by night or day, its steady toil, its loyalty. The pulse beats 10 and intermits. God shield the soul that ne'er forgets. The pulse beats 10 and intermits. God guide the soul that ne'er forgets. So tired, so weary, the soft head bows, the sweet eyes close, the faithful heart yields to repose.
Edgar Allan Poe is one of the most influential authors of Gothic literature. He found beauty in the decay and embraced the darker aspects of life and death, and allowed us to do the same. Poe's work is powerful and enigmatic. His influence is felt through generations. My dearest friends, thank you for joining me in showcasing an icon. If you have a favorite poem from Edgar Allan Poe, I would love it if you could share it in the comments. I would love to hear what yours is. If you're new here and enjoyed this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to share great stories by amazing authors. And of course, all sources are linked in the description box below. Thank you for spending time in the shadows along with me. Our time has come to a close, but your eerie adventure has just begun. See you next time, and remember, don't be afraid of the shadows.